Right, forget everything you think you know about playing like Lamine Yamal, because what you've been told is probably wrong. Everyone sees the goals, the assists, the highlight reels, but that's not what makes Yamal special. What makes him different happens in the 3 seconds before he even touches the ball. And if you can master those 3 seconds, you'll transform your game completely. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. No fluff, no generic advice, just the actual techniques that separate Yamal from every other winger in world football right now. And trust me, some of this is going to surprise you. Let's get into it. The body position secret. Here's something nobody talks about. Yamal's body is never square. Never. Watch any match, any moment, and you'll see it. His hips are always open, shoulders angled, head on a swivel. He's scanning, constantly. Before the ball even comes to him, he's already made for decisions. Where's the space? Where's the defender's weak foot? Which passing lane just opened up? Where's the next pass after this one? You need to be doing this every single time before you receive the ball. Head up, scan twice. Once when the ball's far away, once just before it arrives. This alone will put you ahead of 90% of players at your level. But here's where it gets interesting. Yamal doesn't just scan randomly. He's looking for one specific thing that most defenders don't even realize they're giving away. Reading defensive hip position. When a defender is marking Yamal, he's watching their hips. Not their feet, not their shoulders. Their hips. Because your hips don't lie. They show which direction you can actually move quickly. If a defender's hips are facing straight at you, they can go either way. But the moment their hips open up even slightly to one side, Yamal knows. That's his trigger. He attacks the opposite direction immediately because the defender has to rotate their entire body to recover. Practice this at training. Don't just dribble mindlessly. Actually look at your opponent's hips. The moment they over-rotate, explode the other way. Yamal does this movement at least 15 times per match, and it's why he completes so many successful dribbles. Now, here's the part that sounds simple, but changes everything. The first touch that creates space. Most wingers receive the ball and then decide what to do. Yamal decides before he receives it, and his first touch executes that decision. His first touch is never just a control. It's a weapon. When he's against a tight marker, his first touch goes one of 3 ways. Either sharp across his body to create a yard of space, or soft into the space behind the defender if they're too tight, or directly forward if there's a gap. The key is this. Your first touch should put the ball where the defender isn't. Sounds obvious, right? But watch your own games back. I bet your first touch just stops the ball near your feet. That's not good enough at higher levels. Spend 20 minutes after every training session just working on directional first touches. Left foot, right foot, inside, outside. The ball should move you into space, not just to your feet. Yamal's first touch success rate is around 88%, which is elite for a winger who receives the ball in tight areas. But the first touch is only half the equation. The change of pace that kills defenders. Here's what separates good from great. Yamal doesn't just run fast. He changes speed at the exact wrong moment for defenders. And that timing is everything. Most players accelerate too early. The defender sees it coming, adjusts their body position, and cuts off the space. Yamal does something different. He shows the defender the ball, gets them leaning, gets them thinking they know what's coming, and then explodes. The secret is in the first 3 steps. He doesn't sprint. He bursts. 0 to 100% in less than 2 meters. This catches defenders completely off guard because they can't react in time. To develop this, you need short sprint drills, not 50-meter runs. 5 to 10-meter bursts from standing start. That's the distance that matters in matches. Set up cones, start with the ball at your feet, and explode past the first cone as fast as physically possible. Do this until your legs are burning. Yamal's top speed isn't actually that impressive compared to other wingers. It's around 33 kilometers per hour, but his acceleration in tight spaces is world-class. That's what you need to copy. And now we get to the controversial part. Why Yamal barely uses his weak foot. Everyone tells you to practice your weak foot. And yes, you should. But here's the truth. Yamal is insanely left foot dominant, and it doesn't matter. In the 2023-24 season, over 80% of his touches were with his left foot. Why? Because he positions his body so well that he's always on his strong foot. He manipulates defenders into giving him the angle he wants. If they force him onto his right, he doesn't panic and try to use it anyway. He shifts his body, rolls them, gets back on his left. This is a massive mindset shift. Stop trying to be two-footed in matches. Instead, become absolutely elite with your strong foot and learn how to position yourself so you're always using it. Yamal's left foot is so dangerous that defenders have to respect it, which opens up everything else. His shot power with his left is roughly 95 kilometers per hour when he really connects. That's professional level power from a teenager. You build that through repetition. Hundreds of shots every week, focusing on technique and that clean connection through the ball. Now let's talk about the thing everyone gets wrong. The dribbling style nobody copies correctly. When people try to play like Yamal, they think it's about step-overs and fancy flicks. It's not. Yamal's dribbling is effective because it's simple and repeatable. His go-to move is basic. It's a chop with the inside of his left foot cutting across his body. That's it. He does this move probably 30 times a match. And it works because of the setup, not the move itself. He sells the outside lane, gets the defender worried about him going down the line, shows him the ball, then chops inside sharply. The defender's momentum is already going the wrong way. They can't recover. You don't need 47 different skills. You need 2 or 3 moves that you can execute perfectly under pressure, at speed, in tight spaces. Yamal has his inside chop, his la croqueta when he's got a bit more space, and occasionally a simple exit with the outside of his boot. That's it. 3 moves. Mastered completely. Pick your moves, drill them until they're automatic, and use them in matches. Consistency beats complexity every single time. But here's where Yamal is genuinely different from almost everyone. The vision that creates chaos. Yamal doesn't just beat his man to score. He beats his man to create. His assist numbers are ridiculous for his age. 7 assists in La Liga last season as a 16-year-old. That's not luck. When he's dribbling, he's not looking at the ball. His head is up, scanning for the pass. The moment he beats his defender, he's already seen where his teammate is making a run. The pass comes instantly. Most wingers beat their man, look up, then decide what to do. By that time, the defense has recovered. Yamal's pass is already gone before they can react. This is why Barcelona's attack looks so fluid when he plays. Train this deliberately. We're doing dribbling drills. Force yourself to look up after every touch. Get comfortable with the ball at your feet so you don't need to stare at it. Use cones or mannequins as teammates and practice hitting them with passes immediately after beating a defender. The pass after the dribble is more important than the dribble itself. Remember that. And here's something that'll change how you watch matches. The off-ball movement pattern. Watch Yamal when Barcelona don't have the ball. He's not standing still on the wing waiting. He's moving constantly, but not randomly. He's creating angles. When the ball's on the opposite side, he tucks inside slightly. This drags his marker central and opens space behind. When the ball switches, boom, he's already accelerating into that space behind the defense. When Barcelona have the ball in midfield, he makes small movements towards the ball carrier. This creates a passing option and drags defenders towards him. Then he spins off into space. These little movements happen 5 or 6 times before he even receives the ball. Most players make one movement and give up if they don't get the pass. Yamal keeps moving, keeps creating options, keeps dragging defenders around. This exhausts markers mentally and physically. Try this in your next match. Don't just wait wide for the ball. Move towards it, spin off, check your shoulder, move again. Make yourself available constantly. Your touches might not increase massively, but when you do get the ball, you'll be in much better positions. The finishing technique nobody mentions. Yamal's shooting technique is specific. When he cuts inside on his left, he doesn't try to smash it. He places it low across the keeper, far post. His body shape when shooting is key. Knee over the ball, ankle locked, striking through the middle of the ball with his laces. This keeps it low and gives it that skidding effect that keepers hate. He scored 5 goals in La Liga last season. Not a huge number, but the conversion rate matters more. When he shoots from good positions, he scores around 15% of the time, which is solid for a winger. Practice shooting from the angle he uses most. Out wide left, cut inside to the edge of the box, hit it low across goal. Do this 50 times after training. Get the muscle memory locked in so you don't have to think about it in matches. And here's the physical side that people completely ignore. The fitness that makes it possible. Yamal is 1.78 meters tall and weighs around 70 kilograms. He's not physically imposing, but he plays 90 minutes in the most intense league in the world. How? His cardio is elite. In matches, he covers between 10 and 11 kilometers. For a winger, that's high. But more importantly, he makes multiple high-intensity sprints every match without dying in the last 20 minutes. We need to build this. Interval training is essential. 30-second sprints followed by 90 seconds of jogging. Repeat for 20 minutes. This mimics match intensity and builds the specific endurance you need. Also, agility work, ladder drills, cone weaves, quick feet exercises. Yamal's ability to change direction rapidly without losing balance is top level. 5 minutes of quality agility work before every session will transform your movement. And don't skip leg day. Your legs are your engine. Squats, lunges, single leg work. You need power and stability. Yamal's acceleration comes from strong legs that can generate force quickly. The mentality that sets him apart. Last thing, and this might be the most important, Yamal's confidence is unreal. He takes risks. He tries things. He's not afraid to lose the ball. At 16 years old, he was taking on experienced Champions League defenders without hesitation. That mentality doesn't come from nowhere. It comes from practice, from repetition, from knowing he's put in the work. When you step on the pitch, you need to believe you're the best player out there. Not arrogantly, but with genuine confidence in your ability. Yamal plays like he belongs at the highest level because he's practiced like he belongs there. Every training session matters. Every drill, every touch, every sprint. Do it properly or don't do it at all. That's the mentality you need, putting it all together. So let's recap exactly what you need to do to play like Lamine Yamal. Scan constantly before receiving the ball. Watch your opponent's hips for movement cues. Use your first touch to create space, not just control. Develop explosive acceleration over short distances. Master 2 or 3 dribbling moves completely. Keep your head up to create for teammates. Move constantly off the ball to create angles. Practice placed finishing from the inside forward position. Build your cardio and agility to elite levels. And play with absolute confidence. This isn't going to happen overnight. Yamal has been training since he was 6 years old. But if you commit to these principles, work on them deliberately every single session, you'll see dramatic improvements in your game within weeks. Stop trying to be flashy. Be effective. Be consistent. Be intelligent. That's what makes Yamal special. And that's what will make you special too. Right, that's everything. If this actually helped you, let me know in the comments which technique you're going to work on first. And if you want more detailed breakdowns like this, hit subscribe because we're just getting started. Now, to get out there and put in the work.